388 Arletta Avenue is directed by Randall Cole, one of the producers for Splice and Cube. I believe the remake. I know there's an original, but let's just assume this is for the remake. It stars Nick Stahl, who is in Terminator 3, and Bully. Those are the only films that I know him from. And Mia Kirshner, who is in The Vampire Diaries, who plays Amy. Now, James and Amy are terrorized when an unknown person decides to install cameras in their home and terrorize them. Now, what do I mean by terrorize? Well, this film is entirely found footage and solely is taken from camera angles from every single hidden camera that the stalker, killer person puts inside their home. Now, this film was a little disappointing in a sense that we don't necessarily get any closure as to who the person doing the horrific acts is, because Amy disappears one day. James freaks out. He decides to figure out, obviously, what happened to his wife. He has a job, which I don't really know what that job is. It's not really told. And I couldn't understand what he was doing. But he works, obviously, a Monday through Friday, let's just assume. And he starts to go off the deep end, suspecting various people of his past of doing this heinous crime. Because Amy disappears. There's a letter written in her handwriting saying, "I'm sorry, I don't want to be in this relationship anymore." Stuff like that. So James now thinks that Amy has abandoned him. But little does he know, there are more sinister things at work. Nick Stahl, I feel that Nick Stahl isn't talked about much because obviously he was in Terminator 3 as the older John Connor. People didn't like that performance. I personally liked it. I didn't think it was too bad. It wasn't that good, but it wasn't that bad. He was also in a film called Bully, which I have yet to actually finish. I was skimming through it just to see what it was about. I think I like that a little bit more because it's obviously grounded in realism. The acting is okay. Nick Stahl is fine. He's very depressed and mopey, especially after his wife disappears, which is to be expected. Mia Kirshner, I don't really know what The Vampire Diaries are. Never heard of it. If that's the only thing that she's been in, then yeah, she's probably been in more stuff, but I honestly don't know. The director has made a couple films. I think he made a film called In Time with Jay Baruchel. I don't know much. If you like thrillers, it does pick up in the end. That's what I did like. And I liked how, obviously, it's kept ambiguous as to who the identity of the stalker killer is. And at first I had an issue with it, but then I was thinking to myself, that kind of ups the ante a little bit because that's basically the director telling us anyone can be a stalker. All you would need are cameras, a ton of patience, and obviously some equipment. So, yeah, the director, this wasn't that bad. It came out in 2011. I probably should have mentioned that. If you like good thrillers, I'd recommend it. It was a fun watch. Like I said, it kind of, the first half is really slow. It definitely picks up towards the final act. And I know what you're thinking. Is it another Paranormal Activity where nothing happens? I like that movie, alright? So we're not going to make that comparison. I just wanted to throw that out there because a lot of people say that in that film, nothing happens. Which is true. It's alright. But you know what? This film wasn't too bad. I think I picked it up for $2 at the bookstore. So, yeah. That's it.